it's that time.
It's time for our special guest.
Welcome back to TDOC. I am your host, Mr. Wow. Again, like I said, this is the Southeast San Diego Special Edition episode. Now, my guest, I have an absolute legend, right? Appeared on soundtracks of movies like Jason's Lyric, The Show, How to Be a Player, Rush Hour. Shout out my nigga E40, Charlie Hustle. Games like GTA 5, to name a few. Work with artists like DMX, Method Man, Ice Cube, E40, Cocaine, to name a few. His album, What You Gonna Do, hit peak position number 8 on the Billboard top R&B and hip-hop album charts. If you don't know who I'm talking about the one and only Dago's final Jayo Felony, a.k.a. Jay. What up, gang? Hey, nobody on dry land. Now, look, before I get into it, man, I'm going to just tell you on some personal shit. One of my favorite verses from you, dog, was on Money Scheme. Like, all your verses on Money Scheme, guy.
On 40 Water.
Yeah,
shout out to 40 Water and Bosco, man.
Okay, what made you go crazy? Like, the beat is hard. Like,
hey, me and 40 Water, man, that night we was with Bosco, man, Tina Davis. We was all at Bosco house, and we started recording late at night. And we didn't finish that song till like 7, 8 in the morning because we was just going back and forth with the lyrics. You know what I mean? Me and 40 just spitting, and I remember when I said the line about I stabbed a nigga in Kool-Aid came out because his heart pumped Kool-Aid. Then I mixed it with my Thunder Chicken. He like, hold up, nephew, I gotta kill you on that. You trying to kill me. 40 like, hold up, you trying to kill me. I gotta go in.
Bruh.
Man, I love working with 40.
He said I grow my own food.
You know what I mean?
Stir it down in 40, nigga. You know you gonna get tackled. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Snapped on that. So I read on your Wikipedia. My mom was in the Navy for 20 years. I was born in Portsmouth, raised in Norfolk, moved to San Diego real young. So,
my nigga,
you feel me? So I went to right. Is that the same story? Yeah.
I was born in. It's funny that the projects where I was at when I was a kid is actually called the Lincoln Park Projects. You know what I'm saying? And them motherfuckers been around since like the early '60s, and you know, I still got like childhood friends from back there. So when they was tearing down the projects, they was sending me pictures of it. You know what I'm saying? Because they know how much that place meant to me.
Right.
You know what I mean? As a kid, so they was sending pictures to me. But I got plans to write a film about that time and place in my life. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be crazy.
Bruh. So coming down to San Diego, how was that growing up for you? Because you know you were stomped down. So
yeah, man. I mean, it was crazy, bro. Because coming from a place where they got real winters at with fucking snow blizzards and shit, you know what I'm saying? And it was crazy as a kid. I came out here on a Greyhound bus, you know what I mean? And my mom, our house burnt down, but I was kind of happy about the shit, you know what I'm saying? Because my sister was already living in San Diego.
Right.
So I was kind of happy about it. And I remember my mom and my grandmother was outside, and my grandma came to visit us, and she was outside in the car, and my little niece was in the house, and I used to set fires all the time, so I wasn't scared of no fucking fire, but the whole shit was on fire from everything. So only thing I think, grab your niece and get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that.
You know what I mean? I grabbed her up. She wasn't even 1 year old yet, so I grabbed her up, got out the house, and I told Moms, look, this shit is on fire. I was kind of like laughing, kind of like happy, like I'm knowing we finna get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? We was living like in poverty, like you know what I'm saying? Like I remember it was like heroin and shit, and it's crazy. Like even to this day, like if I see an undercover police, it's like I know it. Like, that's the police.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like from being a kid and being in that environment so much, it's like you take the good with the bad. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
I was seeing a lot of niggas' brains get blew out there. I'm like 5, 6 years old. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't no drive-bys and none of that shit. It was like, nigga get shot for $5, you know what I'm saying?
Little shit.
Yeah, like a fucking pot of lima beans. I seen a nigga get his brains blew out over.
Or some lima beans?
Yes, sir. You know what I mean? So
Rally.
When it come to killing and shit, like I didn't have to be no gangbanger to be a part of no rough life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I came out here, I was kind of happy that it was January and I got off the Greyhound downtown San Diego.
Yeah, 12th and Imperial.
Yeah, and it was fucking, no, the one downtown, like right where the old one was at.
Oh, okay.
And downtown by Horton Plaza.
Oh, damn. Nigga.
Yeah. So, and I looked down the street and I was like, nigga, it's January, it's nighttime, and it was warm and shit. Yeah. And I was like, nigga, I was happy as fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, this is different. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
it's crazy, man. How you if you're a real motherfucker, bro, you gonna you know what I mean? Ain't don't give a fuck where they put you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You gonna survive that bitch.
Yeah,
grow my own food, weed, and tobacco.
You feel
God.
me? So you know, it's
Hey,
crazy.
Could you bring it to the second question for God?
Yeah.
Was there a moment that you remember that you made that made you fall in love with hip hop? What was the first moment?
Oh man, I think the first moment I fell in love with hip hop was when I heard get in the car, get in the goddamn car. That's the first time I heard somebody cuss on a record, and it was at the end of the record, and the record was it's like a jungle sometimes. It make me wonder how I keep from going under.
Melly Mel. Hey,
I fell in love with it from right there because I never heard a motherfucker tell a story like that on a dope ass beat. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you can see that beat's been jacked a gang of
few
times. Ice Cube,
I'm about to
Puffy.
say, yeah, that,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
They made hits off of that song as well. But that was my first love of hip hop because when he said get in the car, get in the goddamn car, that's the first time I heard somebody cuss on a record. And with me as a kid, they used to pay me to cuss people out. You know what I'm saying? So before I was rapping, I used to be in the projects, and my older brothers was like come get him, come tear his ass up. And the way I used to talk shit was so precise. You know what I'm saying? As a kid, and I had jokes, and I would joke a motherfucker down.
Right.
So it was just crazy, man. But that was my introduction right there with Melly Mel and them, the message.
So
You know what I mean?
now I want to ask you on some personal shit. So after that, what was the first performance that you saw before that inspired your music career? That's like, I'm gonna do this shit. Like,
I think one of the best performances I ever seen in hip hop was Run DMC on Crush Groove.
oh wow.
When that nigga
movie.
came out and said, we had a whole lot of superstars on this stage here tonight, but I want y'all to know one thing. This is my motherfucking house, cuz. And that was it.
Yeah,
You know what I
blew
mean?
you away.
Run DMC, you know what I mean? And I feel like Run DMC is like really looked up to with guys like me and Snoop and the Dog Pound and you know what I mean?
Shout out to
real
the Dog
MCs,
Pound.
you know what I mean?
Right,
They love
right.
Run DMC for laying down the footwork, you know what I'm saying? And it's crazy that Jam Master Jay
I was gonna
actually
get to that.
hooked me up with Snoop Dogg. Jam Master Jay actually hooked me up with Snoop Dogg. He hooked me up with Tupac, and he hooked me up with Scarface. You know what I mean? Jam Master Jay did all that. And I wasn't even, I was signed to him when I hooked up with Snoop. He came to the Shermstick video.
Right.
But after me and Jay I wasn't signed to his label, he hooked me up with Scarface after I wasn't even signed to him anymore. But we still was cool. You know what I'm saying? I remember going to the House of Blues to Run DMC concert and seeing motherfuckers like Wesley Snipes and motherfuckers like that. Like Run DMC got a different energy.
I look
you
at
know
your
what I'm
face.
saying?
Right, go ahead. Get it.
No,
Go ahead. Fuck the paper.
What age was you introduced to Jam Master Jay?
When I got introduced to Jay, I was about, I think I was about probably like 19 or 20.
Okay.
Because at the time we was doing the deal, I remember I was still on the run from YA. You know what I mean? So, you know how you get a dishonorable discharge when you turn 21, and if the police don't catch you in time, then once you turn 21, you're done.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah.
So I stayed out on the East Coast, and I was with Jay and them, and I turned 21 out there. So I was probably like 20, you know what I mean? And I turned 21. So it was something around that time.
Right.
But we were already making records, and by the time the shit was over, I ended up doing Jason's Lyric soundtrack was the first soundtrack. And then we did the show soundtrack with Bone Thugs and Harmony and Biggie and Tupac and all that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I had my own solo song on that soundtrack, but I also was on a feature with South Central Cartel and Tretch, the homie Tretch,
the gangster shit.
MC8,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? All these guys. And I remember, bro, I swear to God, I remember writing my rap. I was on Raven Street in the hood, and I knew I had to go to LA to do the verse with everybody. And all the rappers was in the studio back then.
Right.
So 8, Tretch, and all them. And I swear to God, when I start rapping my verse, all them niggas ran in the studio to hear it. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
So I was like, yeah, cuz I'm here. Like,
Yeah, that.
you know what I mean? Like one thing I pride myself on is wordplay.
I was gonna.
You know what I'm
Can I interject real quick? I wanted to get to that. Like, because people like don't really go into the detail about wordplay.
Yeah,
bro, you're good at meshing vowels, meshing words. Like, you're really, really like it is. It trickled and inspired me to even rhyme that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The wordplay that you have, bro, is immaculate, bro. Flipping vowels and even starting with doing the mama to going down to the last vowel with the words. I'm like, whoa, this nigga's you got to be an artist and a geek about it to understand those intricacies of it. You feel me?
No doubt.
But like,
really need talent. You gotta really be focused.
bruh, because it's all about that. That's the wordplay, not just rhyming. Like, it's all of that, like syllables and all that shit. And this nigga is, I could see why JMJ was like, I'm grabbing you, nigga.
Yeah,
like,
hey, sometimes people don't get it, you know what I'm saying? And when I be writing sometimes, like, I be like, man, they ain't gonna put these two together, but I'll be like, fuck it. Somebody's gonna understand
that shit. Yeah,
so it's for them.
Right,
yeah.
right.
I don't give a fuck, it's one nigga. But I'm speaking so you can understand it, and I'm playing with these words. So if you don't get it, that's on you. You know what I mean?
On God.
But
top tier
man.
MC is what I'm trying to say.
Shout out
He's
to Jam
top
Master J,
tier.
man. And I'm finna do a record with DMC too. You know what I mean? Shout out to DMC. They rocked the fucking the Yankee Stadium.
Yeah,
I know if Jay was here, I'd have been there. You know what I mean?
Bruh.
No question.
You would have
about
been everywhere, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, like you would have been. His death was very unfortunate. My mom actually teared up about that shit. She's a huge
doubt.
Run DMC fan.
No doubt.
Huge. So, okay, let me. Was there any discrepancies with any artists within your time at Jam Master J or Def Jam?
The first discrepancy I had was with an artist that was signed to Jam Master J, and he kind of was like a J Cat on the street. Like a J Cat is like a nigga you can't fuck with in the pen, like, cuz you can't eat with us, you a buster. You know what I mean? Like, you lucky you even on the yard. Niggas ready to boot you up out of here. You know what I'm saying? You that type of nigga. Like, you don't get no. You know what I'm saying? Like, you doing a bunch of weird shit on the street. Like he would get into it with people on the street, and then he'll run to me. Like, bro, what the fuck you doing? I don't just get into it with random people on the street, nigga. That's J-Cat shit.
Oh, God.
You know what I mean?
Crash down.
So one time we was in San Francisco, this nigga get into it with somebody on the street that I don't know, and he ran to me, and the dude tried to get at me. So I threw the nigga in the back of a truck. You know what I'm saying? I grabbed him and I threw his ass in the back of the truck. You know what I mean? And it kind of skint my hands up. You know what I mean? But when we got back to the hotel, I was ready to fuck this nigga Joe Sinister up. You know what I mean? I think he was signed to Eric Sermon, or he was fucking with Eric Sermon back then too.
Word.
But that was the first altercation I had, and I kind of dissed him on a record, penitentiary bound. You know what I'm saying?
Word, really, you vicious with it.
Yeah, over that incident. And I was like, I hope Joe Sinister don't get his ass busted because he was finna go to jail. And I was like, come again, coward, watch them draws for my men. You don't know how to deal with the Babylon and Rin Tin Tin. I was just clowning, but that was the first motherfucker I got into it with. But it was just because Cuz was like a J-Cat, and he'd get into it with random people at the liquor store and weird shit like that.
Yeah.
And then he'll fucking just run around behind me or run. Cuz, like, what the fuck is...
Yeah, weirdo.
Yeah, but that was the first time. And then... other than that, it was really no issues. You know what I'm saying?
Did the label want you to act a certain way though when you was on the label?
Good question.
Not really. I think I needed me a person like a Dame Dash or Irv Gotti or Y and M from Rough Rider. I needed a person to go fight my battles. But being that once I left Jam Master J's label, I was signed directly to Def Jam in New York.
Right.
So I didn't have no one to be the motherfucker going in there fighting for me. Even when I was at the tunnel with Dame Dash and Jay-Z the night Hard Knock Life came out, Dame Dash was telling me, hey, don't let these niggas shoot you one video, and he was schooling me how they would try to shoot me one video and shit like that. He was like, make sure they do your shit right.
Right.
And at the time I wanted to go with Rockefeller as a label, but at the time I didn't want to be no lil nigga, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like it's a difference when you sign to another rapper. As the only motherfuckers I seen really do they artists like they supposed to is fucking Lil Wayne, as far as not giving a fuck how big the artist became, and they became just as big as him.
Yeah, they
you know what I mean? And I haven't really seen too many people do that. And I can say 50 Cent did it with G Unit. You know what I mean? He definitely put his next album on hold to put out the G Unit record. You know what I mean? To get them niggas some shine. You know what I mean? But a lot of niggas ain't bosses, and they don't know how to, be a boss and make sure everybody's straight
Become a boss
on the label.
On God.
You know what I mean?
On God.
So, in other words, some motherfuckers don't need to be in the position that they in as CEOs and COOs of labels and don't know how to run shit but they mouth.
On my mama.
You know what I mean?
On my mama. We pride ourselves in that on my end.
Straight up.
Creating bosses and showing them business, contractual literacy and all that shit. Like, you got to, especially in this city. I feel like people try to hold that shit as a secret in our city, and it doesn't need to be a secret. That's the key to success. That's the blueprint to corporate America, right? Yeah. Business is the same thing everywhere, so music the same way. It's not this smoke and mirrors thing, so.
Hey, man, and it's crazy, bro. Like, niggas be like, why the fuck you ain't there with how all these other rappers is? Cause now y'all niggas seeing the truth. Like, nigga, hey, I could have been on that level with the rest of the motherfuckers, but cause I ain't willing to do no weirdo shit. You feel me? I can't look my grandkid in the face. I just had my first grandbaby, cuz and he's a nut. The little nigga ain't even fucking 10 months yet. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, nigga, I gotta look my kids in the face, cuz, and my homies, my moms, and on some real shit. I used to come back like it's this lady named Miss Austin, rest in peace, and she was on Raven Street, and Trisha Ann's mom. And when I used to see shit in the industry, I used to go to them and be like, hey, this, and that. And they be like, baby, hell no, don't go to that party.
You hear them, right? Don't go to that party.
Cat Williams doesn't bullshit.
A lot of them,
and I be like, all right, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, sometimes shit, gets tempting as far as not going to the parties, but as far as anybody would want to be on a level of success when you fucking been rapping since you was 8 years old. Sorry about that. You've been rapping since you was 8 years old, and now you get in the game and you start making progress and you see what the fuck's really going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Like, cuz, these niggas sound weird. You know what I mean? So on some real shit, I had to make Def Jam fly me to, I was supposed to go to Europe with them. And I was like, I seen some shit and I was like, I'm not going to Europe, cuz fuck Europe and fuck Def Jam too. You know what I mean? Take me off this motherfucking label and on Crip, nigga. I'm flying out there with two of my G homies, cuz, and they asked me, who you flying out here with? Don't worry about it. Just pay for their motherfucking ticket.
Yeah, that.
You know what I'm saying? Round trip to Crips, nigga. You know what I mean? Straight up. So
round trip to Crips.
Yeah, so we got out there, me and my homie, and it's crazy that both of these guys, rest in peace, my homie CC from Harlem Crip in LA, and my homie Lil Bull from my hood from 47th Street. So we flew out there to Def Jam, and I told him to let me out my fucking contract, cuz I see I can't go no further with this weirdo shit. You know what I mean? So
what did they put in your contract?
It wasn't nothing they put in my contract. It was the funny shit, like let's go to Europe.
Europe, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Or put this on type shit.
You feel me? Not even put this on, nigga. Let's take this trip to Europe, cuz. You feel me? And that was it, nigga. That's all you had to do.
No, deal. Just go to Europe.
No, I'm out. Fuck rap. Fuck weird. Europe. Fuck Def Jam. I'm out of here.
Yeah, that.
You know what I'm saying? So,
wow.
Them niggas helped me get out my contract without no attorneys and none of that shit, cuz niggas was like, cuz y'all niggas don't let the homie out this contract.
Yeah.
You niggas better not come to California. No, I don't give a fuck. This is goddamn Stockton.
Oh, God.
You better not come nowhere near this motherfucker if y'all don't let cuz out this contract.
Oh, God.
And before I got back off that plane to California, my deal was done.
Nice.
And I had to make these niggas go back into Double XL and retract their statement because they tried to lie and say they dropped me from the label when I was the only West Coast artist that didn't get dropped from the label when everybody else got dropped.
Wow.
I was the only motherfucker they tried to keep.
Wow.
So they tried to lie and say they dropped me in a fucking magazine. So I was like, cuz, that ain't good either. You're going to get hurt for lying. Right? They went back that next issue and fixed that shit.
Right. Because they probably thought you was going to go on air on press and
you sit up here lying, nigga. Y'all begged me to stay over here. I had a fucking 10-album deal. And not with Def Jam West. I had a 10-album deal with fucking Slick Rick Def Jam, LL Cool J.
Right.
You know what I mean? I had to go to New York and stay in New Jersey and do all kind of shit, but it was just me by myself. And I didn't have a point person like like the first manager that got me to deal with Jam Master Jay, we parted ways, even though we still cool to this day, you know what I'm saying? But we parted ways and I got my own situation.
Right.
To where I had got all my fucking publishing back and all my shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because at the time, like I said, I was a kid and all I knew about was how to rap. I didn't know about publishing and all this business shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I really signed my deal out of distress because, nigga, I was on a run. So I wouldn't give a fuck. Nigga, I know Run DMC, Jam Master Jay, nigga, we cracking.
Oh, my mama.
Fuck that. Nigga, we'll work everything else out, period. And I'm my own lawyer. So anything was wrong in my Jam Master Jay contract, I would go to Jam Master Jay and cuz will fix it. You know what I mean? So he was never the issue. It's just, I guess, the motherfuckers he was around in his ear and shit. You know what I mean? Because I almost fucked his partner up. You know what I'm saying? Like he was talking shit to one of my homies and we was riding on Sunset and I was like, bro, you can't disrespect my homie. But I was like, I'm gonna whoop your ass first. Like, you're gonna take my fade first and then you're gonna take his fade. Right?
Oh, yeah, there goes shit.
So this nigga go tell Jam Master Jay that we tried to jump him. You know what I mean? Like, nigga, what the fuck? I wouldn't go jump you, nigga, knowing you Jam Master Jay boy.
Oh,
but
God.
cause you ain't gonna disrespect my homie.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Especially around me, nigga, we gotta get up. We gotta get him up, cuz. That's one thing about me, bro. If you my friend, no nigga could come and say nothing bad about you, or we gonna have to squabble up. If Cuz can't come and speak for itself, we gonna have to squabble up. You know what I mean? I'll take Cuz fade. You know what I mean?
Nah, I definitely.
That's a real motherfucker when you're not behind and the nigga talking, good shit about Cuz. That's the homie. Give me that. I need that.
On my mama.
You know
on
what I
my
mean?
mama. Trick of the trade. You know we rock.
A lot of motherfuckers ain't like that, though.
They not.
They'll sit there and agree with the nigga. Yeah, scary motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Shit. We done seen it.
Straight up.
We done all seen it. So,
yeah.
Okay, you leave Def Jam. Now, this is my personal thing. I put it on paper, but what was the process creating what you gonna do? That album is fire, bro.
A lot of those songs was made at
Black
Hole and
Uncle
Kenny
Willis,
McLeod.
Swallow,
Exactly.
right.
Like the Black Hole was on Rosecrans and Hawthorne. So it's a legendary studio on Kenny McLeod. What's up? Shout out to Kenny. It's crazy where Eazy-E, Bone Thugs and Harmony, everybody used to come to this one studio, the Black Hole. You know what I mean? So that's where we recorded What You Gonna Do at the Black Hole. And it's crazy that me, Method Man, and Old Dirty Bastard did What You Gonna Do first, right? And I think Kenny still got Old Dirty Bastard vocals.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's a lot of exclusives today.
Yeah, the original one. So the thing was, Old Dirty Bastard got on there and just started screaming at the beginning of the song. Oh! And he just came on, my popular style is fucking bitches in the ass. Hold up.
No.
We can't use that. Bro. You know what I mean? Like, this is for my fucking single. And Cut tried to charge me like $25,000, right? For that bullshit, right? And fucking Method Man was like, fuck no. And me and Method Man go back to Virginia. You know what I'm saying? So I know fucking Papa Wu, rest in peace, nigga. I'm Wu-Tanged out. Them my niggas.
Yeah, shout out
right?
Wu-Tang.
All them niggas, we go back. You know what I mean? So Meth was like, fuck no, I'm not charging you a dime. And this nigga trying to charge you $20,000 for that bullshit.
Bruh.
He like, hell no. Method Man made one call, nigga, to DMX and them, and DMX was the hottest motherfucker on the planet at the time. Bro, X came in the fucking studio, him and Wah from Rough Riders. Them niggas just came from Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles and shit. And that nigga went in the booth and bust like 5 different raps, and he was like, you like this one? You like this one? The respect he had, bro, was like, and the nigga just kept going in there busting different raps. And when he said, I got more homes in the essay, oh yeah, that one right there, cuz. That fit the West Coast right there.
Oh, God.
You know what I'm saying? So shout out to DMX, rest in peace, man. He was a hell of a dude, man, and he really cared about people. You know what I'm saying? And this shit is crazy. Like, X will make you fucking cry praying for you, bro.
Oh, God.
You know what I mean? Because it be people really going through shit, and he'll stop everything he doing, and all his prayers came from his heart. You know what I'm saying? And you can tell. I don't give a fuck what was it about. All his prayers came from his heart when he prayed for people. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I respect about him. You know what I mean?
Damn,
Straight up.
RIP to DMX, man. I actually saw him at the observatory, nigga.
Yeah, getting it in.
Yeah, bro. He did a lot that night, man. Made us emotional, made us hot,
Yeah.
all that shit.
That's what's up, man.
So, because when I moved out here in 98, we came out here like, okay, really like 96 or some shit.
Yeah.
But I remember 97 and 98 so vividly. You feel me?
Yep.
And when that album came out, you remember how hot Dago was. How many cars played that shit. Fam Bam played that shit all fucking day. Niggas was selling bootlegs of that shit in Fam Bam and shit. Like, I was tripping the fuck out. And my mom always like, you know he from San Diego? You know, home of the charge? You know, like, I'm a kid. So, yeah, I'm like, oh, my God. Like,
you know,
there was really no champions from Virginia like that was like widely known. They claim in Virginia. You know what I mean? But go ahead.
Hey, it's crazy, man. A guy from Virginia just hit me today. That was one of my childhood friends, and it's crazy how you can laugh about shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we used to fight all the time, and he was a motherfucking bully. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't scared of that nigga on the planet. You know what I mean? So you ain't finna fucking bully me. I know we kids, nigga, but nigga, we had a fight on a basketball court in the rain, and everybody's watching.
Oh, yo.
And, man, this nigga hit me so hard. Boom, man. Hey, this shit was so funny, bro. And I kept kicking this nigga like 75 times because this nigga was big in the motherfucker. So I just kept kicking him. And I remember this nigga got me. He hit me one time, and then I fell. And that nigga dragged me, bro. That shit was funny as fuck. You know what I mean? But he got me that time, and then I got his ass at the baseball field. You know what I'm saying? I fucked him up at the baseball field. I was like, yeah, nigga, no more bullying now. I had 2 bullies in my life, and I fucked them up. You know what I'm saying? Both of the niggas try to bully me, I end up fucking them up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that.
And I don't like bullies, you know what I mean?
Nah, me neither. Yeah, that. I got an episode speaking about that. You should check
Only
it out.
bullies I like is my homie Bully 3, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anything else? You know what I'm saying?
Bully 3?
Yes, sir.
Easy killer. So, go ahead, Mario. Could you ask him this question? Because I'm very curious about that. The E40.
Oh, man. When did you meet E40?
Oh,
or
man.
how did you meet E40?
Yeah, all of that, bro.
I met E40 through someone that was working at Def Jam, who's actually his cousin was, and she was also Chris Brown's manager, Tina Davis from Def Jam.
Oh, wow.
So she hooked up with me and E40, and she also hooked me up with the legendary EA Ski.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And she was the A&R of my project. You know what I mean? So she was making all the connections. She actually hooked me up with 8 Ball and MJG.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Tina was doing her thing. So when she made the connect with me and 40, it was like, nigga, we was friends, nigga, from the gate, nigga. 40 like, come to the house, nigga, come to the house, and wooty woo woo. I go up there, nigga, and Gary Payton lived across the street from him. You know what I'm saying? And I remember making up Crip Hop on his basketball court.
Wow.
E40's basketball court when me, him, and the legendary Sibo did a song.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Shout out to Sibo. And I was like, fuck hip hop, this Crip Hop. Like, nigga, we MCs too. You know what I'm saying? And that's I was like, fuck hip hop, nigga, this Crip Hop. And that's where Crip Hop started. You know what I mean? So when I left Def Jam, the name of my album was Hotter Than Fish Grease.
Right. That was supposed to be released.
Yeah, so when I left Def Jam, that same album became the Crip Hop.
Crip Hop, right. They call that your 4th studio album, but really, that's the 3rd.
Exactly.
Right.
That was the Hotter Than Fish Grease. It ended up changing the Crip Hop.
And it's so fucked up because Fam Bam kept selling like bootleg Hotter Than Fish Grease that wasn't
no doubt. No doubt.
On a Mac 10 song, just random shit.
Hey, like, shout out to Fam Bam, though.
I know, they try to hustle some shit.
When I came out, bro, I had a fucking cassette tape called Living for Them 4 Things. And then on the other side of it was a song called Piss on Your Tombstone.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And it was crazy, bro. When those songs came out, it was a lot of Damu supporting my shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And me and the homies used to go to Fairmart, and I used to have to go and pick the money up and give them a new batch because the shit was selling so much.
Yeah.
And them niggas was walking out the shit with like, blood, this shit pumping like that. You know what I mean? They was giving it up. So it was like, man, one thing about it, man, if you got talent, man, it goes beyond the gangbanging shit.
Yeah, that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and a nigga will wonder how, like, we'll do a song together, and if you ain't Jesus, nigga, you ain't rapping better than me on no fucking record.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck. And you can go look at my history of rapping with LL Cool J. Who got the best verse on that fucking song with me, LL Cool J, Snoop Dogg, Exhibit.
Right.
I air shit out.
Oh, God.
Nigga, you know what I mean? Fucking whatever I get on, I gotta air it out. The only song I wasn't trying to air out was What You Gonna Do, because I was trying to make something memorable.
What is he talking about? You didn't air that out?
No, I mean, like, on a lyrical level, I was trying to say shit more catchy, like loop, like, shit like that. Like, you know what I mean?
But you still played with vowels.
Yeah,
you still
you know what I
did
mean?
it right.
And then I got two dope ass MCs from New York,
Right.
Method
So you
Man
talked
and
about
DMX.
because you talked about all that
But
shit in
you
New
know
York.
what's crazy, bro? My boy T-Funk, and he's in LA right now, and we making new music. He's actually from the Jam Master Jay. He comes from that umbrella.
Right.
So it's crazy that this nigga, man, he actually, like, he heard this beat, and DJ Silk, shout out to Silk, he made the track.
Right.
But Silk thought the track was whack. Right?
What you gonna do?
Yes. He thought What You Gonna Do was whack. And T-Funk kept telling him where that fucking beat at that I heard. You know what I'm saying? And I guess he wouldn't try to give it up. And T-Funk's like, that's the fucking CD right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's like, play that shit. And he played it. I was like, give me that. He gave it to me. I wrote around with it for 2 weeks before I even wrote a rap to it.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And the first thing I did was because I knew that was catchy with the beat. You know what I'm saying? Nigga ain't had to say one rap. That already got to people.
Literally.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember that vividly as a kid, always hearing that song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was your intention though to make a single, or was it just you about to throw that on an album?
I was looking for songs that stood out, because I was making an album in LA, and I was looking for songs that stood out to be the single. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I had a song called Nobody on Dry Land.
Right, that's the first track. Right,
yeah,
right.
So but I needed something catchy, and you know what I mean?
Lovely, I thought that would have hit.
Radio. Lovely would have hit, but
Bullet,
when the radio would have been
Loco?
like, what is lovely?
Okay.
You feel me? Oh, that's Sherman weed mixed together.
Yeah, they would have.
Fuck no. And next, they couldn't lie about I'm too sexy for my motherfucking lowrider, because I got that from the guy. I'm too sexy for my shirt. Too sexy.
And that was a bro out song at that time.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so I knew it was radio friendly.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So that's
Bumpin' Bullet Loco would have hit too.
Oh, no doubt.
You produced
No doubt.
that shit, really?
Yeah, Bumpin' Bullet Loco.
You produced, nigga?
Yeah.
Like, what the?
I produced Shermstick too. I was riding with Ice Rock in the 7 Deuce Glass House, man, with the chrome Dayton's on it. And he was playing Teddy Pendergrass. He's like, cuz, you should use that song. You know what I mean? And I took that shit to Jam Master Jay. He laid the drums on it. And bam, that shit came. Hey, it's crazy, bro, when I see rappers like Nas and Raekwon and them niggas, they like Shermstick, son. You know what I mean?
That
I'm like,
song is
cuz,
classic,
when a
bro.
nigga get respect from niggas that I respect, it's like,
feel me?
you know what I mean? It's like, damn, this shit is dope.
So how did that
Yeah,
work
yeah.
out then? I think we all want to know that, getting it on GTA 5, because I know we got a rock star San Diego out here.
Yeah.
So how did that connection happen?
Bro, I'm gonna tell you, this is funny, bro. Like, a little kid told me I was on a video game.
Yeah, bro. I
Right.
fucking heard you talking about 4-7. I'm like,
Yeah,
wait, hold on.
and I didn't even know. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know there was no check or nothing available for me.
What?
But I know I was finna kick up some dust.
Oh, God.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, cuz, how the fuck? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But bam, I got in contact with the right motherfuckers, and they already had a check for me and shit. And I was like, cool. You know what I'm saying? And
That's
I was
what
like,
I like to
I was
hear, bro.
happy to be a part of something so great. You know what I mean? With this video game. And shout out to DJ Pool and everybody that put that together. Man, because I can honestly say, hey, man, I got a song on this video game. One of the biggest games ever in history.
Nigga,
you know what
my
I mean?
son was playing that shit. He went to West Coast classes because he know I like to just knock old shit. I'm with the new shit, right?
Yeah.
And then that song popped on, and I'm listening. I'm like, hold
That's
on, let me
what's
just
up.
make sure I press the thing is Jayo for sure. I'm like, wow.
That's what's up, man.
Bruh, they got the town on there,
Shout
bruh.
out to DJ Pool,
Yeah,
man.
that
Looking it
DJ
up.
Pool, bruh. Go
Yes,
ahead,
sir.
relative. I know you want to ask.
Yeah, man. What's next? What's next for Jayo?
Oh man. Next for me, I got 2 new albums coming out this year. One is coming out through Universal, and then I have another one coming out through an independent distributor. One album is called Get Your Feet Whooped, and the second one is Crip Hop Part 2.
Ooh,
mean? So-
niggas been waiting on that.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to working with everybody I want to work with. I want to work with Dub C, Ice Cube, Snoop, and all my young riders. That's, you know what I mean, my young riders has been holding it down from here to LA to, you know what I'm saying, to Sacramento. You know what I mean?
But you need to get E40 Corrupt and Daz on your list.
Oh, no doubt.
too.
No
Yeah,
doubt. They're
that's
my
gonna be
bros,
lit.
man. That goes without saying. You know,
Yeah.
40 Water, Corrupt. I'm just looking forward to making good music. My nigga Sibo, you know what I mean? Man, and then I just finished writing my first film. I'm just finished writing my first film, so I should be turning that in to the people trying to buy it Monday. So that's a new thing for me.
Well, you know what? And that was my question I wanted to ask you because you did a World Star miniseries.
Yeah,
That was
with
your
Exhibit.
first-
Shout out to X to the Z, Broken
How did
Ground.
that come up? Like, how did that come up?
We was just making music at first because I went to X and I know X had to connect with Dr. Dre.
Yeah, shout out Exhibit.
You know what I mean? And I was in the studio with him. I actually did an interview with him for K-Day, and he played me all these beats, and I knew he could help me with a project.
Yeah.
So I went and told him, hey, man, help me make this album. So we were just making records, and then the fucking shit just turned into a film. You know what I mean? It was crazy because I was taking direction from him, which I'm not used to, with another nigga telling me, trying to tell me how to rap. You know what I'm saying?
Do it like this. Do it like that.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And then I was like, what the fuck, nigga? I'm me.
Man,
Like,
oh,
you got me
God.
fucked up.
Right.
Right? But I humbled myself to show people that I'm not hard to work with. But I still listen to my nigga because it's my brother. You know what I'm saying? So I listen to it. Sometimes I didn't even really understand what some of the words meant, cause I'm out here in the streets, bro.
Right.
And I just got out the pen before I went to cuz. So
Right.
all the slang from the little niggas is, nigga, I know all this shit.
Right.
Right?
So what is this? Right.
You feel me? So I was like, cuz that ain't how niggas talking, but you feel me? But I was like, all right, I'll go say it. I still don't know what some of that shit mean. But you know what I'm saying? We got it done and we had a great time and the nigga showed me a lot of shit. He embraced me. And he took me places I ain't never fucking been in my life.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Nigga, we ended up doing a fucking show in Bogota, Colombia for like 60,000 motherfuckers. You know what I mean? And shit
Word.
looked like a wave of people. And then we end up doing a fucking show in Moscow, Russia. You know what I'm saying? And
Shout out Moscow.
motherfucking
man.
had fireworks and all kind of shit.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? Before we performed, we did MTV Russia. You know what I mean? Then we did a fucking European tour. We did like 26 shows with Problem and Razzcast. We did like 26 shows in 30 days.
Wow,
You know
bro.
what I mean? So we only had like 4-day break, and it was like 10 shows straight, then 10 shows, then a day off, shit like that. But X is a real hustler, man, and I really learned a lot from being over there with him. You know what I'm saying? And how to, you know, push my line the proper way. You know what I'm saying? And now I got local entertainment, and I'm having a ball just doing my own thing, and I'm starting to see the snowball effect. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be crazy, and I know that I don't have a big machine behind me, but I'm not playing with my music. I guarantee you, my shit is competing with anything. I don't give a fuck what generation you is. I just put out a song called Gigantor, and we finished the video out and put the video up. But
Right, I seen it on your Instagram. Yeah,
yeah, man. But I know. Nigga, ain't nobody fucking with that record. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That
And what you
shit-
just played here today, nigga, was fire. So this is my
Yeah.
last one before we go to the topics and solutions. I'm gonna be quick on that segment.
Yeah.
So Dulo Gang, my cousin
Yeah.
Blue Rock, like, got the blessing
Yeah.
to keep carrying Dulo Gang. So he was doing future records. Now I
Yeah.
want to ask you, how did that come about? How did that start? That's a movement.
yeah,
and
the
Blue Rock
Dulo
is trying
Gang-
to carry that shit.
Yeah, the Dulo Gang was like, man.
Shout out Blue Rock.
When I got on, I was just trying to put on some of my childhood friends, you know what I'm saying? And that's what it really was about. The you know, come with a team that I was in school rapping with, you know what I'm saying? And that just happened to be Baby Scar from Skyline and Bayloke, you know what I mean, that I grew up with. And we put the Dulo Gang together. And the first song we did was a song for Issei Uno made the beat for.
You say Uno,
And it was called Came Around, right?
Word.
And I ain't gonna lie, I was happy to rap with these niggas to show them niggas they can't fuck with me.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Because we all still competitive, and we used to battle rap at school and shit like that. And the first year I was at Gompers, Baby Scar was the dopest rapper at the school. And I couldn't let that be. you know what I mean? Like over the summer, I had to study my shit, and by the time that first fucking day, it was all about rap.
Yeah.
That first fucking day of school, nigga, I'm looking for this nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, nobody's gonna be better than me, right? And then we end up going to Campo. We got locked up. We was in Campo, and by that time, I wasn't fucking around. I was tearing shit down. You know what I'm saying? I remember us. Just being kids, man, and going through the system of Campo and YA and juvenile hall, and it just, laying the foundation of the rap shit. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what life was feeding me, nigga, like Baylock is his uncle. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's like I remember we was in a fucking car. We just came from 47th Street and we was drinking. We had fucking lemons broke up, and we had the lemons with the Hennessy, and we was getting fucked up waiting to go to the studio in the coast. Yeah. Right? So we on 47th Street getting drunk. Me, Baylock, and the homie KC, and fucking we got so drunk, bro. By the time it was ready for us to go back to the studio in the coast, we were so drunk, this nigga's running every fucking red light to get to the fucking studio, bro. Word. All the way from fucking 47th
all the way to the whoop in the coast.
Yes, bro. And this nigga fuck around and crash into somebody's shit.
Word.
Boom! The car turned. Bro. so now we all drunk, nigga. We gotta run and all kind of shit, right? So, nigga, we about to run, and all I know, go get your motherfucking raps. Right. I had a fucking a see-through blue case like to carry my raps that this nigga Baylock gave me. So I kept my raps with me all the fucking time, no matter where the fuck I was. I had this notebook with me everywhere. Right. You know what I mean? Right. And some was like, go get your fucking raps. Your name and everything is on that shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I went back and got my shit, and we ended up running, catching a trolley back to 47th Street, and the fucking police tried to, the police got me. And I was like, motherfucker, it wasn't me. I just came from high school. Look at my book, whoopty whoop. And they was trying to put the handcuffs on me, bro. And I swear they couldn't put the handcuffs on me. I just kept locking my arms like this. They couldn't put them shits together for nothing. I was like, fuck, it wasn't me. I swear to God, they ended up letting me go and shit.
Nice,
They ended up letting me go.
You know what,
man,
fuck, I can't get this nigga.
Go. Yeah. I was like, I told you motherfuckers it wasn't me. They couldn't prove it was me anyway. So it was like.
And who would you say your top 4 rappers at Dago is?
My top 4 rappers? Oh, man.
Any generation.
Jayo, and Jayo. I had to die-line his ass right quick. Die-line.
And Savage.
And die-line.
Oh yeah, for everybody, I got 2 guest hosts. Mario's back in the building.
Yes, sir.
And my nigga Anthony. What's up, God?
What's going down, man? Hey, so I remember when What You Gonna Do dropped. And the reason why I'm bringing it back up, I know we already had that conversation. Yeah, is because we didn't know how big it was in Southeast. We just knew how popular it was for us. Right? Yeah, we just liked what we liked. You know what I'm saying? When I was coming down here, I started thinking about Nip Hussle. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Nip.
And one of the things he said was, "I'm just honored to represent the progress."
No doubt.
And when I hear that statement, I think of you. Yeah, because you do quite literally represent the progress for a lot of Southeasty beasties that are coming up just trying to figure out a way to wiggle through the madness. So the reason I bring that up is to ask you, how does the weight of that crown feel on your head?
Oh, man, it's like, man, I'm still a work in progress, so I don't see it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, I don't see it. All I can do is try to keep working and praying to God. Like, I know I got a whole lot more to go. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I never got my just due as an artist. You know what I mean? And it's a lot of funny shit in the industry. So it's like, how the fuck I'm gonna get my just due and be able to look myself in the goddamn in my cause this some weird ass shit, bro, in this industry to be on that level that a nigga should be on. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not willing to do none of that. You know what I mean? And I see it all coming back around to me. And I thank God for that. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of people like, this nigga was telling the fucking truth the whole time. And they can be like, oh man, he's talking it because he ain't rich. Bitch, I'm rich, bitch. Like Bob Marley rich. I'm Bob Marley rich.
Yeah, hello.
You feel what I'm saying?
Hello.
I'm Bob Marley rich.
Hey, relative being humble.
And if you don't understand that,
like relative got the bust down on the neck. Like,
if you don't understand that,
BBSS.
Bob Marley rich means material shit don't mean nothing to me.
Hell no.
You know what I'm saying? And I never go against the grain or do some funny shit. And I'm thankful for growing up in the projects. I'm thankful for going to YA because I always was happy with little to nothing. So you can't buy me with no motherfucking money or no, oh, you gonna go triple times platinum, fuck y'all, bitch. Long as the motherfuckers that love me get my shit, I don't give a fuck if it's 5 people. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna do no whole shit and compromise my integrity and my morals to get ahead in the game.
December 18th, right? Sagittarius.
Neighborhood.
Yeah. I'm Sagittarius, 11/25.
That's what's up.
It's
That's
just in the
what's up.
Sagittarian's blood to not conform to that shit.
I'm always a week away from Christmas, no matter what day
God.
Christmas fall on. My shit is, you know
Nigga,
what I mean?
my shit Thanksgiving.
You feel me?
Oh,
So,
God.
hey, it's like I have a fucking party from my birthday, then Christmas, then New Year's. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a
God.
party every fucking week.
Oh
you know what I mean?
God, literally.
So I'm just blessed, man, and I'm thankful, and I think I got a educational movie that I'm putting together as well. It's a 3D animation film, and it's crazy that people, like when I tell them to make up the characters, they can't make these exotic characters up, but they can make up like knights and shit like that, like with swords and shit.
Right.
But they can't make these exotic animals, you know what I'm saying? So I'm keeping it under wraps, but I think it's going to be big for me, and I think it actually is going to have like it's going to turn into like action figures and shit like that. That's how big I think it's going to be.
Right, fucking series of books and shit just everywhere. Like, hey, look, you know, if the kids run to it, the parents don't run to it too.
And it's a story like it's animals, but it's basically a story of how humanity should be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that type of story.
That's
and it's against bullying and all the shit too.
Bruh, nigga, that's needed, bro.
Yeah.
That's needed. Man, shout out to Jayo, bro. So look, we're gonna take you to our segment real quick. It's gonna be quick.
Yeah.
Topics and solutions. You cool with that, right?
Yeah, I'm with y'all, nigga. Let's get it.
Hello, easy killer. We'll be back after this.
Topics and solutions.
Welcome back to TDOC. I am your host, Mr. Wow. Topics and solution with my nigga Jayo Felony, Mario, Anthony.
Hey.
So the state of hip hop. Juicy J says music sales are down 40% into 2023. I'm gonna say in the new year too. Though it's unclear where he got the 40% number from, his claims about hip hop certainly has some element of truth. His decline. It took half a year for hip hop to earn its fortune number one. So according to reports, music sales are down in rap 40%, and it's up to rappers, producers, composers, and engineers alike to reroute the course. Now we spoke about a lot of this on the interview. How do you feel about that?
We ain't gonna never rewrite the course until that streaming shit get right. The nigga getting a goddamn penny for a trillion goddamn streams.
Right, though.
Fuck that, nigga. Bring CDs back, cuz.
Oh, God.
Fuck that streaming shit.
Nah, he's not lying. $7,000 for
Hey.
$1 million.
Hey, man, I'd rather sell 5,000 CDs, cuz.
hard copy.
Period, nigga, and go to the bank. Fuck them stream. I make more money off of 5,000 CDs than a motherfucking quadrillion streams.
On my mama.
Get the fuck out of here.
Because you can inflate them hoes. You could do all types of
Yeah,
shit. Just
that's
to get
why
the
rap fucked up, because niggas stopped the CDs and all the money.
Yeah.
How the fuck you think we gonna make money and y'all stop? That's like the dope game. Y'all fucked the dope game up.
God.
And you motherfucking dummies talking about rap is down 40%. No shit. That 40% is the goddamn CDs,
On my
you
mama.
idiots.
On my mama.
And CDs ain't went out of no motherfucking style. Rock and roll still got them. Everybody else got the motherfucker.
So how come we can't, right?
That's what I'm saying.
He's not
because
lying.
it was the
too much
biggest
money.
money maker for independence. We can make money without them goddamn devils.
Damn.
That's why they shut it down. Because it was like selling dope, nigga. You can make money without them devils. You see how Master P came
Oh, God.
and cleaned their ass up.
Yeah, he did.
After that, they had to figure it out. Hold the fuck up, goddamn it. This nigga done came in here and changed the whole music industry. Hold the fuck up. We got to change this. Cut that got CD what? CD's nuts. Nigga, it was a wrap. Shit. That shit was out of here. Straight the fuck up. And that's why rap fucked up, nigga. I guarantee you, Get Your Feet Whooped and Crip Hop Part 2 gonna have CDs, nigga.
Oh, God.
And
Oh,
VH1s and every goddamn thing else,
Oh,
motherfucker.
God. Because I think all of us agree, like, I actually miss walking to a Sam Goody and buying my favorite artist.
They took the whole fucking experience of a fan going to get the shit with the thank yous and all the shit.
Right.
And the shout outs to this person. All that shit meant something.
Yeah.
Full experience.
You know what I
It
mean?
was
The
a real
full experience of an
experience, bro.
album. Now it's like, just download it.
Yeah.
Fuck all
Just
that.
your picture, no story about the album or nothing. Like,
You took all the soul out the shit.
Yeah, you
And
did.
made it all fucked up with this technology. That's what the fuck, that's why the rap game fucked up, because it's too much goddamn technology. Slow the fuck down sometimes.
Yeah, that.
And bring this shit back like it's supposed to be.
I think we'll all agree that was the best answer on this on this topic. That was absolutely the best answer to hear from the God.
Straight up, bro.
So I got some solutions. I think you'll agree. Originality, step outside the box, unity amongst artists, and be different. Also, bring CDs back. I'm going to add that onto the WAP.
Yes, sir.
Well, good point.
I appreciate it, man.
Jayo, I'm going to thank you. I'm going to leave it at that for this interview. I want to thank you so much. I'm a huge fan personally. My mom is too. A lot of us.
Much love, man. We got to take some flicks, man.
Look, she was
You know
supposed to
what
get
I'm
the
saying?
hard copy for me, dog. Like, I'm bummed out
moms, I
about
appreciate that, man.
Anthony came with the whoop, but I thank you again, God, for real.
Hey, man,
for
I
real.
thank you guys, man. This was a real good interview. I really felt comfortable in chopping it up with y'all. I was looking forward to it, man. Peace to Mario. Shout out to Mario for hooking it up, man.
Big Rio.
I like coming to places where I feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
can just chop it up and talk freely. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that.
And I feel the energy. You know, the energy is right. You know what I'm
that.
saying? So
Yeah,
I
that.
appreciate you guys as well, man. Thanks for having me.
You know what it is, gang.
Straight up.
Shit.
Yes, sir.
Let's go ahead and do the damn thing.
Yes, sir.
TDOC, Mr.
Get
Wow
your
Wow.
feet whooped and motherfucking Crip Hop Part 2.
Hello.
And I swear, it's 10 songs on both of these albums, and it ain't no motherfucking fillers. I promise you that.
No skips.
No skips.
No skips.
No
Promise you
skips. This is TDOC, Mr. Wow Wow. We're out.
Wanna do dinner anywhere, let's take a flight. Or we could do something different since we used to the high life. Favorite meal whipped in the kitchen, let's Netflix and get high. You feel me?
Thanks for listening to the Dodi Connection. Be sure to follow and subscribe whenever you listen to your podcasts. To read the blog associated with this episode, visit olasmedia.com. This episode was produced in studios located in San Diego, California. Lena Alvarez is co-producer. Serving as executive producer and co-founder is JC Polk, and Chad Peace is president and co-founder. Olas Media is an IVC media company.